carbon tax's date with destiny has intensified the opposition's attacks on the government. It's labelled the Gillard government wimpy for waiting until Parliament's winter break and says the weekend's unveiling of the tax is Sunday too far away. The ABC has been told that 70% of households affected by the new tax will be fully compensated. Political correspondent Tom Eagleton reports from Canberra.
5 days to go and the tension's almost killing them.
This is not fair. We cannot go on like this, Australia.
But the waiting game's over for Tony Windsor, who's indicated at last he'll likely support the carbon tax.
Something that I think I'll be able to look back on and be very proud of.
With his support, the tax is almost a certainty to get through, but he's not telling voters what's in store before the big announcement.
I think they'll be reasonably happy, and so they should be. I think they've got to look beyond the sort of the day-to-day rubbish that they've been dealt up with over months now.
Sunday's going to be a happy day. It's going to be McTony Windsor happy day because we're going to have a new tax. Well, after McHappy Tony Windsor Sunday tax day, that is the time where they're going to realise that they've been swindled out of their money.
But it's not just the independents, it's a rainbow coalition that's brought the tax to this stage, with the Greens on the edge of the spectrum.
It's been tough. Of course, we haven't got everything that we want or that you want, but what we have got is an outcome.
Yes, but it is supposed to be about the new senators.
Julia Gillard's now telling caucus members to get out and sell that outcome to their electorates, but not to expect a sudden rebound in the polls. The ABC's been told 70% of households will be fully compensated for the increased cost of living associated with the tax. Based on past government proclamations, that leaves another 20% partially compensated.
What's this? You reckon this is too light for us, eh?
But an announcement that some fuel users will pay the tax and others won't has given Tony Abbott fresh legs for his attack on the government.
So you might not pay the carbon tax on those ones, but you will pay the carbon tax on those ones.
All division and no vision. The stuntman of Australian politics.
The stunts continued in Parliament, with the opposition asking questions it knew the government couldn't answer before Sunday's uncloaking of the tax's details.
There's a certain inevitability about this, and the Leader of the Nationals has the call.
My question is directed to the Minister for Transport.
Let's see if you can
and since he's so eager to get the question, let's hope he'll be eager to answer it as well.
I've waited more than 2 years for a question from the Shadow Minister. And I say to him, he can wait 5 more sleeps for an answer.
He said wait 5 days. Oh, what a coward we have at the dispatch box too. What a wimp.
But as they say, it's now all over, bar the shouting. Tony Abbott moved a motion to have Parliament recalled next week so he could give the government a working over on the details of the carbon tax. It failed, and so the government's got 5 weeks to hit the streets on the sales pitch of its life. As the Prime Minister put it today, she'll be wearing out the leather on her shoes. Tom Eagleton, Late Line.